I'm not late. You're all late. I'm not late. I'm here on time. Just listen to the people. They only clap if you're on time, and what do you know? They're clapping. Yeah. No, I know. You're never on late. You're always on time. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Friday. Good to see you. Welcome in. Good friends. Matey mates. Hello, chat. Good to see your bright and shining faces today. Been popping in on YouTube real early. B5 Guy. Joachim. Jay Bird. Darth Chalupa. Love chalupas, by the way. Good stuff. Good things. Good times. Welcome in, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Mrs. Tomato, I see you. Fola in the chat. You love to see a Fola in the chat. How you guys doing today? We got some stuff to test out, my friends. We've got a new update has come out for Star Citizen with a new patch new update, same thing, with a new event alongside it. This event, in my opinion, is a very well put together idea for an event. But in practice, as is, generally the case with Star Citizen, it seems that it is falling apart at the seams. We've got glitches. We've got some questionable design decisions. We've got bottlenecks. Really, if we didn't have these things, would it be Star Citizen? And I recognize we can only make those jokes for so long. But I do think that they're making progress in terms of designing things. They just need to get the game world updated to actually fit the MMO that they're trying to build. That being said, today, we're going to put this to the test. I'm going to jump in. I got a couple folks going to join me from the org for today. We're just keeping it to a small group, going to test this out a little bit. And then we will be returning tomorrow at this exact same time. And we're going to be running this in a big way with a whole bunch of people. If you're in GII, that will be starting well before I get live on my stream. So if you guys want to get into this event, you need some help getting the missions done and moving along with everything, please join us tomorrow. Check out the calendar on the Discord. Maybe pop a reminder onto your phone. Tell your dog to wake you up in time. Whatever you need to do, come join us. Because we're going to be moving boxes and killing folks. It's so humid. It is humid. It is. Yeah. Can you guys see my shiny head? It's warm. It is warm, but I don't think it's... let's see. It is currently... Yeah, it's 28 degrees where I am right now. Humidity is about 75%. So it's not the best. No air conditioning, unfortunately. I mean, minimal air conditioning. But you know what? We grind. All right? We swelt, we melt, and we wither. We're tomatoes. We do horrible in the heat, but we're gonna try and make it happen. Twitch. My Twitch lovelies. Maverick, good to see you, dude. Fresh in the chat. How you doing? Welcome in. Mrs. Tomato, keeping the dance gang strong. Thank you so much for conducting that train today, Mrs. T. Zero, good to see you, dude. Yui, welcome in. Good to see you. Blood Spill. Had some trouble with the freight elevators. I feel you. I'm sorry to hear that. Humesman 07's buddy. AAK, thanks for the head rub. Good to see you, dude. Arctic Wolf. Welcome in, Toes Gang. Astro Monkey. Matt Sullivan. Your phone ran out of data, so you have to watch from your work computer. Tell the boss. Tell the boss to come join us. Tell the boss to get in chat. Lord Skippy. Hey, man. There's a name I love to see in chat. How are you doing today? I would ask if you're somewhere around the world, but I believe I know you are at home finally. For at least some amount of time. R. I love a name that's just R. Whenever I talk to you, I drop into my pirate persona. Welcome, R. Ye matey. Greetings. Dweemer. Always good to see you in chat, dude. I hope you've been enjoying the game lately. Brigadier, my man, the Toes Gang. Brigadier Bo. Hello, brother. When I say Toes Gang, I just mean that he put toes in the chat, folks. I'm not trying to call the man out on his fetish or anything. That is unconfirmed. What the? Xbox sentiment. Oh, you can the right off, Xbox. I don't want... Get out of here with your notifications on my screen because what? The corporation sent... Dude. That's not the business. Can you imagine if you got a random notification, Hurston Dynamics is like, hey, we sent you a message. It's calling about your insurance. Shut up, Microsoft. Allah, you're enjoying the new event? Is it going well for you? I've been hearing a lot of problems people have been having. You got lucky with the event as the only mission available was the infinite delivery, so you were able to get some progress made. Very good. It sounds like we got a bottleneck on ground locations, and I mean, really, that sounds like the main problem is just a bottleneck on locations to pick up from. Which is funny because, hey, what are they working on? A thing to build more ground locations. Just like, maybe don't run an event that depends on that before you have that, you know? Hey, AK, you going to the Tampa Bar Citizen tomorrow? Wow, it's already happening. Tell all the people there we say hello. We could have sent you like a sticker to represent. Abdi! Dude, it's good to see you. You two got to go for a night swim, JK. That sounds extremely dangerous. Honestly, we are going to go camping on the beach here soon. So maybe a little like foot dip there when the sun's going down at least would be a good time. That's actually going to be, what did we say? I think tomorrow? Don't remember when we're doing that. Sometime in the near future. And I am really looking forward to a beach in the evening. I don't get to see too often because in my line of life, beaches in that close proximity are kind of rare. So living in a place like this where there are just beaches all around, you get a lot more opportunities to see a beach at a time you wouldn't normally. All right. Let's get started by getting an undersuit on and like getting some stuff to good and go. I'm probably going to try out most of the different methods of this event today. I want to hit the I want to definitely hit the FPS stuff. A little cargo hauling, obviously, you have to do to get into the actual event. And then I also want to try out some... why would I wear this helmet? I don't need that helmet right now. I also want to try out some of the ship recovery in 0G. I think that's a fun way to play the game. So we're just going to get some standard kit. Something that we can use to defend ourselves in FPS. And probably a tractor beam. You know, if we're just going with the standard kit. What's it called? Toes. Come on, military folks. What's it called? Never mind. Standard issue. I remember. Standard issue. I think I'm going to make the P8 standard issue in GII, not going to lie. Just because I'm biased and I'm terrible. And I'm going to do it because I love it. You'll get an alternative, but the P8 is gold. I love this gun. I love this gun, dude. We got a good relationship. We got a great back and forth. But I do need a scope on it. Probably not a 4 times. That's kind of overkill. Do we have like a 3 times? Yeah, look at that. Holographic 3 times. Perfect. Okay. And I'm also thinking, let's do a coda today for our sidearm. Haven't gotten to use codas very much, and they're real fun when you can hit a headshot. We will grab a tractor beam to go along with our P8 because we're going to be moving stuff around. We'll carry a multi-tool around with us just in case we lose that tractor beam. Of course, med pens because you know I'm going to be getting damaged. Probably going to get close to killing myself at some point, whether it's by not leaving a helmet on or any of the other multitudes of things I do to damage myself while we play this game. In other news, you got murdered by players at Hathor about 12 times last night in 2 hours. Wow. So Hathor is fun to be at. Now, I will say, retro, on the flip side, I have spent at least 12 hours at Hathor, I think, throughout my last several play sessions, and I have still not gotten attacked there by a player. So it is kind of hit or miss. I would say that is a sign to like just keep a keen eye out wherever you're going in this game for now. All right, we're going to roll with the C1 Spirit to start this off. It should be small missions first. Now, like I said, there are bottlenecks here. We might not be able to hit this first mission right off the bat. We're going to see what happens. I haven't watched any videos on it. I've seen some screenshots. I've seen some people talk about it. Let's see the problems with this patch up close and personal firsthand. And then hopefully we can get past that and start getting to the other missions with the group. We got about 20 minutes. We're going to be jumping in with the rest of the crew. And whoever comes, and whoever goes. Sanctrid, you're liking the new event? Cool. That's good. It's funny, the way that these events are received, or the way anything is received in Star Citizen, it's like very broken, okay? CIG puts stuff out and it works terribly a lot of the time. It is broken a lot of the time. Weird problems pop up that nobody would expect, but you would think that CIG would have taken care of before it went live, yeah? But what ends up happening is over time, a lot of those problems get solved. And like those things aren't the long-term talking points. But when you put a video out or you put out any really news on anything, it's always all of the comments, all of the responses. And I'm not saying this is wrong, but they're so heavily focused on whatever that like short-term problem might be that it really, if you go back and look at these things after the fact, like 2-3 months later, sometimes they still ring true, but a lot of times it's just like, it looks like people are raging over something that when you have that sort of hindsight, this 2020 moment, you're like, dude, maybe consider not hitting send on that one. There are plenty of good complaints, plenty of valid criticisms and like constructive ways of building things up. But man, sometimes people let the rage get to them. And I don't know about you guys, but there are multiple times throughout the week when I would be on social media or something and I want to post something. I want to make a comment. I want to say something to somebody and I type it out. Bruce Almighty and friggin' or what's his name? Jim Carrey and Bruce Almighty typing out the comments, answering the emails, all that stuff, right? And then you just pause before you hit send and you think about it, you consider it. And you're like, you know what? Typing that out was cathartic enough. I'm just gonna not send this. That's how I try to operate because honestly, it brings less stress. I'm the kind of person who like, if I respond to somebody on the internet, we're like getting into an argument, I'll leave the comment and then I'll be sitting there thinking to myself like, man, maybe I should have just not gotten into this. Like this is just going to be, I'm just thinking about this now. I don't want to go back to this and get into a further argument. This is just like piling onto my day's anxiety. Maybe that's me being crazy, but internet arguments are just not worth it in my opinion. Too bad I get into them nonstop on my own channel. Skippy! Chilling at home. U.S. Senate recommended to not cancel your space mission, so that's nice. Hey, dude! U.S. Senate getting some wins in. Whole bunch of losses lately, but as long as they keep my boy Lord Skippy sending things into space, I think I'll keep voting for him. That is a f***ing lie. I will not. But I'm happy that you still have your job, dude. I'm glad that worked out. How are we doing? You'll probably hear more about that from me and Mrs. Tomato in our private chat. I'll tell you that. Anybody who's been at the streams lately knows that it's been a bit of a time here. But we're good, dude. We're good. You know how it is. Living life, building a legacy, treading a journey. Whatever you want to say that sounds a little bit more dramatic than it needs to be. Pirate Persona is legitimate gameplay. Indeed. No oceans here, just beautiful and safe sea. Yes, the sea doesn't have any waves that could possibly take you out and ruin your life. Glitches here and there and a lot of bottlenecks, but otherwise going well for you, Daniel. Okay, good to hear. Ananzi said the bottleneck is the ground location in the first mission. Yeah, if the first mission tells you amount total received rather than 0 to 1, you won't be able to complete it. Get the other missions right. So I have heard. So that's what we are on our way to find out now. Someone parked his Fury inside a Quest freight elevator. Oh, that's lovely. You can tractor beam a Fury away, though, right? Not in an Armistice zone. How annoying is that? Okay. So we've got all of the missions here available to take, and you can choose any of these corporations. We are on ArCorp, so we're going to choose ArCorp. First mission is going to have us going to Walla, and then returning it over to Baijini Point. The mission description says, easy, right? Shall see. All right, so there's Baijini. And there is my Walla. Hello, baby.
The market's going crazy thanks to Addison's big research push, and ArCorp's trying. Hold on for 1 sec. Yeah? Just tell them to wait. Sorry, it's a bit crazy here today.
Can you cover the mic, ma'am?
Oh, and I'm LTNO, by the way. Okay, bye.